Okay, my friends, if you don't know me, my name is Matthias. In my other YouTube channel, I'm known as Mabo the Artist. Mabo stands for Matthias Borg. That's my last name, B-O-R-K. I am starting this new YouTube channel simply because I have some other interests besides art. This first video will be about my journey back to Germany. Germany I left 38 years ago when I immigrated to Canada as a young man. Now I'm not that young anymore, but this is the first time in a long time that I'm actually traveling with my 3 older children. You can't really call them children anymore because the oldest one will be turning 32. My second daughter will be 31, and my son, gee, I have to guess, I think he's gonna be 25. Okay, so they all have their own lives. And my youngest daughter, Angelina, is only 14, and she has to remain here in Canada with mom because she's still going to school. That's her first year, high school. Okay, so I'm all packed and ready to go. I'm waiting for my son to pick me up. We're going together to the airport. We're leaving with 2 different flights and 2 different airlines, approximately about the same time. I think I'm leaving about maybe 2 hours after him. He has a stopover in Dublin. I have a non-stop flight, and we meet up again in Germany, in Frankfurt. And so we're gonna spend the first week in my hometown of Bingen and visiting my family. My mom is still alive, my 2 brothers and their families, and I have a ton of friends still there. So yeah, it's gonna be great. We're gonna do all kinds of different things, anything from doing wine tastings to hikes to visiting castles and monuments and you name it. And after the second week, they go on their own. They will be going to Berlin, and they also will be going to France. And if you're familiar with Europe, everything is really compact and it's very easy. You should see the train system in Europe is like a really fine, complicated spider net compared to United States, where you see maybe 5 major lines going across the huge continent. So the train system is pretty good and fairly reasonable priced. Okay, the second week, when they are gone on their own, I'm doing my walk, and that's part of the Camino de Santiago. This is on my bucket list, one of a few items I want to do. The major walk will be probably next year or the year after, the Camino Frances, which goes from the French-Spanish border, crossing the Pyrenees, all the way to Santiago de Compostela, which will take me about maybe 30 days. I think that's the average time people need to walk that. And I completely gonna be on my foot. I'm not gonna take trains or bus or horses or bike or anything. I'm just gonna be walking like millions of other people. But this year in 2024, and that's what this video is all about, it will be the Rhine Hesse Jacobean Pilgerfahrt. From my hometown, Bingen, all the way to the city of Worms. Okay, and Abenheim, the town of Abenheim, is now part of the city of Worms. That is where my ancestors came from prior to 1810. So they've been living there since the Middle Ages, and I have researched my roots all the way back to the early 16th century, so I know that for sure. And yeah, so my path will be take me Probably close to 100 kilometers. I think if you walk the main route, it's anywhere between, I think, 75 and 79 kilometers. Now my American friend's going to say, kilometers, what's that? Well, you figure it out. I'm not going to tell you how many miles that is, but maybe I'm nice. Maybe I'm going to put a little note on the bottom, tell you how many miles it is. Anyway, so yeah, and I'm going to do some alternate routes between the different towns. So I'm probably going to end up close to 100 kilometers. And because my time is limited, I'm not sure if I will walk back. It's going to take me about 4 days. I might just take the train back to my hometown Bingen and spend a little bit more time with my mom. She is close to 90 years old. So, you know, time is precious. You know, we're all getting older. Okay. So I guess I'm waiting now for my son to arrive. Till then, maybe we have a quick look of my official credentials. Okay. So I have here my nicely watertight in this plastic container. This is the official credential from Spain. And as you can see, I'm registered. This is my registration number. I'm going to start my walk on the 29th of April from my hometown of Bingen, and it's indicated that I will be walking. So you have different options. You can actually bike, you can ride, you can, what's that, taking a boat? No, I'm not. And I'm not traveling in a wheelchair either. And then you have all the space over here for the different stamps. And every day when you arrive at a different village, town, or city, you get stamped. Or that's your proof that you actually did this walk on your own without taking a train to the final destination and claim to be that you are that you claim that you walked this. So there's a lot of instruction. That's all in Spanish. Okay, and here we have a quick look. Actually, this is the as you can see, this is the map of Spain, and this is the Camino Frances, as you can see. Okay, my ride is here. Please be nice to each other, and we see you very soon.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Have a good time. We're gonna miss you. Woo!
It's a little bit less, but that's the money he saves on gas. So that's so fair.
So, my friends, after 1 week here in Germany, at my mom's home, that's the home I grew up, I am ready to start my walk today. So, ich bin dann mal weg. Bis dann. Tschüss. Of course I gotta climb steps. Vineyards as far as you can see. And this village, the far end, will by the town you can see on the end of this path. That will be my second stop for today, the town of Ockenheim. That's pretty steep, but a nice view. Time for a snack. $17.80, and oh boy, more stairs. Let's go Algesheim. I finally reached Appenheim. So when I finally reached Oberhilbersheim, after close to 8 hours continuously walking, with only a few breaks in between, and close to 27 kilometers, which is about 16.7 miles, I finally reached my destination for the night, Oberhilbersheim. I had made reservations and I ended up staying at an old farm home from the year 1708, and I was very pleasantly surprised by the converted hayloft of the barn, which had everything I needed. However, after a long day of walking, I just cared about going to sleep. So, after eating, of course, a schnitzel, I slept like a dead man. So that's my breakfast. Butter, 3 types of jam, some veggies, cheese, cold cuts, honey, hard-boiled egg, coffee, different types of buns, yogurt and fruit. Perfect to start a day. Leaving Oberhilbersheim. Von Oberhilbersheim on my way to Wolfsheim. After an hour walk, I finally reached Wolfsheim, and according to my guide, there was a mailbox on the village entrance with the pilgrim stamp. Unfortunately, the stamp pad was as dry as a brick. When I left Wolfsheim, I had to first walk a few hundred meters on a busy road before I was able to turn back into a hiking trail. I also accidentally took a different route and I ended up in St. Joanne and made a big detour back to the main track, which brought me back on the main route towards Wendersheim. I took my lunch at the observation tower right in the middle of the vineyards, and thanks God I had a plentiful breakfast in the morning with spare buns to prepare for my lunch. Now we're going downhill to Wendersheim. And I will get my next stamp right here at the Wendersheim Church, located in the blue box. Okay, my friends, I'm a little out of breath. Here behind me is Wendersheim, where I just left, coming up the hill through all those vineyards. And on this side, let me turn around. Just below is Sulzheim, my next stop. After that, I'm gonna end up in the bigger city of Wörstadt over there. And that's my goal for today. And tomorrow we'll continue. So tonight I have a place to stay here in Wörstadt. But first I need to make my way down to Sulzheim. Almost there. (1776). So this is Sulzheim and the Catholic Church of Sulzheim. And my next stamp, this time in a green box. So I finally made it to Wörstadt, and this is my place for the night. And later on this evening I'm gonna meet my longtime buddy from back in the days, and we're gonna go out for dinner. Albig. So my friends, early this morning I left Wörstadt. I already passed Spiesheim, and Albig was just behind me, and I'm on my way now to Framesheim. There's rain in the forecast, so I hope I'll make it without getting wet.
Finally, another sign of the Camino. I got lost so many times, had to walk twice the distance because at times I had to return. So I'm on my right way. So this is where I came from, and this is where I need to go. This may look romantic, but climbing all those hills, oh boy, they are hard on your bones. Okay, let's go. So I'm not sure if you can see that on this camera from over there, that village. This is where I came all the way over here, and that steep climb coming up here. So I'm halfway up. Very soon I should reach the peak and should be see my next destination on the other side. Vineyards as far as you can see. So I reached the peak of this massive hill, and in the distance you can see all the wind power turbines. Green energy, minus a few dead birds. I love this type of bus stop. Look at this.
Fortunately, I couldn't get a stamp in Framesheim. The town hall was closed. Protestant church in Framesheim.
Yeah, the church is under renovation, but I should be able to reach the stamp, which is right there.
And that's the Catholic Church of Framesheim. leaving Framesheim on my way to Dittelsheim Hessloch.
So I just left Hessloch, that's the town below, and I'm on my way, maybe another 2 hours to my final destination for today, Bechtheim, where I have a place to stay. There's rain in the forecast, so I'm positive that I get there without getting soaked. Okay, more vineyards. What else is new?
So this morning I was on the other side of the valley and looking towards where I'm standing now, noticing the wind turbines. So I made it through the valley, passing all those different towns like Spiesheim, Biebelsheim, Albig, and Framesheim.
Okay, my friends, this looks like my final destination for today, Bechtheim. Okay, I finally arrived in Bechtheim.
And my place for tonight.
Okay, so I arrived at my final destination. This is my guest room. Very small, but it has everything you need. And there's a washroom with shower.
So on this third day of my Camino, this was my longest walk so far. I started early in Börstadt, made my way through the towns of Spiesheim, Bibelnheim, Albig, went to Framesheim, Dittelsheim, Hessloch, till I finally reached Bechtheim. It took me about 8 hours due to getting lost and taking different alternative routes, but I was glad I made it. Goodbye, Bechtheim. I had to walk a few hundred meters till I was able to cross the road and continue on in the hiking trails through the vineyards.
So on this rainy morning, it goes to Abenheim. This is actually where our family came from at least 1574. So we'll see if we have more rain, and of course our way goes through, how could it be any different, through the vineyards. To the left we have Osthofen. We're gonna skip that today and we're gonna head straight to Abenheim. So behind me over there, that's Posthofen. And over there, that's West. West. Straight up, it's hill. Right behind me. We should reach Oppenheim within the hour. So a little different scenery here. To my right, if I'm not mistaken, they're all cherry trees. And to my left, to be honest, I don't know, I think it's called in German Raps. I could be wrong. I'll leave a note on the video. Okay, so and on we go. So I reached the peak of the Klausenberg, and to my left we have the Klausenberg Chapel, which dates back, I believe, to the 14th century. And once I get to the end of this path here, I should be able to see Oppenheim.
And after I received my stamp, I right away went on to make my way to Worms.
Okay, my friends, this is my final destination, St. Peter's Cathedral in Worms.
Dummes Kind, Junge. Ihr seid alle dumm, Allah. Geh mal weg. Kack mich.
Ab 10k krieg ich einen legendäres Slot. Das ist stabiles WLAN-Verhalten.
Ja.
So, my friends, the time has come. I'm returning back to Canada. It was an awesome trip. The last 3 days I have been here at my mom's home, the home I grew up in Bingen, Germany. Over the last 3 days and before I did my walk, I met up with a lot of my friends, former classmates, my cousins, family members, some of the people I haven't seen in over 40 years. So it was quite nice. I also met a few of my fans. Some of them I sold art to, and when they heard that I was in Germany, of course, I had to make an effort to meet them. And I went to some places and I took some photos of my artwork on the wall. So that was nice too. So, yeah, overall, a positive experience. And like I said, now I'm waiting for my ride. And the next trip is planned, probably going to Mexico in the very near future. And perhaps I'm gonna make a similar video from some Mexican expressions and some Mexican, maybe some interesting facts about Mexico. Maybe a tour of some of the homes. We'll see. I think about something fun. All right. Take it easy. And even if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Give me a like, and it really helps out. And if you're interested in just the art, please sign up for my other art channel, abstract art, called Mabo Art. And I believe I have 160 videos, I believe I have already. Mostly abstract. Check it out. Take a look. All right. Take it easy. Cheers.